provider over time. If you tend to be the kind of person that kind of holds back your better ideas and you kind of put one forward that isn't necessarily your best idea because you're holding back some of the better ones, you're going to struggle. And so again, the best way to become a content provider is to bring your best ideas to the marketplace. You probably will at times guess wrong about the market. So sometimes you will bring an idea forward and it will be wrong and the market will not like it. And you can't be the kind of person that if you bring a wrong idea to the marketplace and the marketplace decides they didn't want it and they don't want what it is that you brought, you got to then be able to go and get the next idea and to bring it forward with your next PLR release. And that's the attitude and the mindset you're going to have to have. You're going to guess wrong a lot. And so the key to the whole thing is to be ready with another release whenever your interval is. It doesn't have to be weekly. It doesn't have to be bi-weekly. It can be monthly. But you've got to then be ready at the next interval. If you launch every month and at the first week of every month, then make sure that at every first of every month that you're ready to go with something new. And so sometimes those ideas, they're going to work, and other times they're just not going to work. And so you've always got to have your best ones available. And then you move on to the next one. You can't save ideas. You can't save product ideas. Now, there are going to be cases where, you're going to run into a seasonal issue, and you might have a product idea that's only going to work for the Halloween season, or it's only going to work for the spring, or it's only going to work for September. Those are cases where, yeah, you're going to hold on to something because those are going to be seasonal. They're going to be based on a particular point in time. But in general, if you've got a good idea and it comes to mind, you want to go ahead and move on that idea and bring it to the marketplace, especially if you think people are going to want it and people are going to buy it from the person that you are providing the content to. It also means you're going to have to feed your brain. And so whatever the source is for your best ideas, you're going to have a channel into those sources. That's going to be very important because whatever you use in order to come up with good ideas, that's the thing that really needs to be working. And your mindset has to be to feed that part of whoever you are in order to produce that level of content. So if you're going to have and see the future of content creation, you're probably already seeing that a lot of people are creating content and using content and relying on content with artificial intelligence. And it's just a fact of the matter. There are debates that go on. Well, are people going to want artificial intelligence in terms of the content reading, right? Are people going to know the difference? Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. And that's not going to be of concern to you as a PLR provider. What you have to be considering is that, yes, AI is going to be available, and all AI can really do is to go out and get sources that are already on the internet. What AI cannot do is it cannot replicate something that you produce that's unique to your experience and unique to what it is that you do every day and unique to some level of knowledge that you are building. So if you are building a new set of knowledge in a particular niche, there's nothing that anyone can do to copy that knowledge. And so as a content provider, what you can add that cannot be consistently generated by a bot, that's what you have to bring to the table. And so that's what you bring to the marketplace. That's going to need to be your niche. You are no longer competing against other people and other PLR providers. And I would argue that most PLR providers are really not competing with you. They're really competing necessarily alongside of you, because most PLR providers will probably promote you to their audience. And so PLR providers are like every other internet marketer and information marketer. If they feel like what you have is going to help their audience or will cause them to generate profit, they will then promote you to their audience. That being said, you are no longer working alongside of just them. You are now working alongside of basically robots. And so all the robot can really do is to go and get something that's in existence. What a robot cannot bring to the table, how a robot cannot add value, is that it cannot add value to something that you create uniquely on a regular basis from your own experience and from your own deep knowledge on subjects. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have consistency of delivery. And so in order to have consistency of delivery, you're going to have to be doing something on a regular basis. That's going to be very, very important. And so